So there are a lot of people who live in this life living for the future or the past. Most of us are like that. Like I said, I made so many mistakes, like not knowing how to sell. Some salespeople will take advantage of you. You don't know how to manage them. You don't know how to measure them. You don't know who's good, who's bad. And moreover, in life, everything is sales. Today, I'm going to talk about the 5 critical building blocks of business success. So I'll be covering like 5 different options that you really need to do in order for you to make big dollars in your business. And in order to grow, accelerate, and skyrocket your business to the next level. The ideas that I'm going to share with you are ideas that help me personally build brands up to $5 million in valuation. And this has helped my clients build brands that are above and beyond $100 million. So what I'm about to share with you is so valuable from my experiences. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life, in my early part of my career, early part of my business, failing in multiple businesses. You are going to extract this information in the next few minutes to help you speed up your game, accelerate your business life, and skyrocket your business to the next level. Let's get started. So the number one thing in order for you to be ultra successful in business is willpower. You need to have willpower. This is a widely discussed topic, but my definition of willpower is slightly different. So you need to have the willpower to decide, willpower to take action, the willpower to move forward, the willpower to say no, willpower to say yes, willpower to step up. So willpower, I believe, stays here in your forehead. In Sanskrit, will stands for bow and arrow. So if you see a bow here, can you see a bow? I mean, I haven't done my eyebrows in last 40 years, but but you can see a bow, an arrow. So your will is here. So you use your willpower, you build your willpower so that you could create. There are so many people who say, I tried to manifest. I read certain books about manifestation. The idea was so good, it didn't work for me. Why? You don't have willpower. You need to build willpower in order for things to work out for you. So will into, like, if you will, then life is going to give you the manifested opportunity. If you don't have will, then you're just daydreaming. Makes sense? And that is why it's really important for you to take action too. If you have will, and if you are willing something into fruition, into life, into business, into growing your business, into making money, creating value for people, then that means that you're using your will not just to imagine stuff, but to take action to bring it to reality. So that is the number one thing, which is will. So I represent will in this particular case as a circle. So let's draw that as we do this. Okay. So let's draw this. So this is what will is. Okay. So that part is done. So we are moving on to the next step, which is number 2, which is grace. So as you could see, grace is a confused idea for most people. So you might have heard, if you come from one of this, any religious traditions, you might have seen, Creator being a little bit jealous of you. Like, if you go to the oldest Jewish tradition, like, in Babylon, you are like trying to build a 3-story building. A 3-story building. God was jealous. My goodness. Very, 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 very limited thinking God. Like, think about it. They could possibly build only a 3-story building. Today, we have like probably several 100-story buildings, and God is not jealous. So, which means when, like, in that olden world, metaphorically speaking, at the time, people were probably, they didn't have civil engineering, obviously. So they couldn't build a 3-story building. So God was so jealous. What did he do? He actually changed their language. So they cannot build it, like they cannot reach heaven, right? I mean, why am I sharing this old primitive story with you? Because in our mind, in our subconscious mind, we have this belief that when man proposes, God disposes. So if man is proposing and God is disposing, then how could the man propose? That doesn't make sense logically. Think about it this way. Imagine you are very close with Bill Gates, but not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just kidding. But Bill Gates. And if you are close to Bill Gates and he's ultra wealthy, and you go to Bill Gates and say, hey, I want to build a $10 million company, or I want to build a $1 million company, what would Bill Gates say? Oh my gosh, no, this is scary. No, how could you even build a $1 million company these days? Life is uncertain. You shouldn't take that kind of risk. Stay in a job, man. What is this? Is that what Bill Gates is going to say? No, he's going to say, like, what is wrong with you, pal? Like, why do you try to build a $1 million company? Like, what is wrong with you, pal? Like, you should dream bigger. At least think about building a $1 billion company. Do you see that? So man proposes, Bill Gates proposes bigger. You propose, Bill Gates propose bigger. So Bill Gates is proposing bigger. If that is the case, the creator, the omnipotent, the powerful, the everlasting creator that you have, the higher power, which is universe, do you think you go and propose to universe that, hey, I want to build a $1 million company? The universe is like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. No, universe is proposing bigger. So I would like you to embrace this belief in this case in order for you to connect with grace. So we are at second point. You're doing good so far. Very good. Okay, so in order for you to truly connect with grace, what you need to embrace is God's plan for me is bigger than my wildest dream. This is a belief that I embraced almost a decade ago now. So God's plan for me is higher and bigger and wilder than my biggest dream. So the biggest you could dream, God is dreaming bigger. Got it? So which is the second point, which is the crown. In this particular case, man proposes, God proposes bigger. So now we have the second piece of the puzzle. Okay, second piece of the puzzle. And in that piece, you're actually moving forward, right? There is like something here. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a ball, but let's figure this out. Okay, moving on to the third thing, which is third thing. You see a piece here. Third thing that you need in order to succeed. And I mean, you said you are a business strategist. Why are you not talking about business? I thought this was about business. Why are you talking about this spirituality stuff? No, I'm talking about everything that you need in order to succeed in business. So I have to start from the important thing, because you have to have all of these 5 building blocks in order for you to truly succeed in business. So third one is life energy. Life energy, in order for you to move to the next level, you need to have life energy. What is life energy? So generally speaking, a general appreciation for beauty and life. So there are a lot of people who live in this life living for the future or the past. Most of us are like that. I'm not saying you shouldn't dream. Dream is beautiful. I'm not saying you shouldn't cherish the past. You should cherish the past too. But possibly we might need to live in the present, experiencing life as such, without denying life. So in order for you to like enjoying life, enjoying beauty, enjoying every type of beauty in life, food, sensuality, beauty, sunset, sunrise, rather than living a kind of a monotonous 9 to 5 schedule, like working so hard doing this job, that job. I know you have to do all that. You have to do your business. You have to work really hard, 7 days. I understand. You do all that, but with an appreciation for life, with an experience of life, connecting with life. Generally speaking, your life energy is in your stomach. I mean, I'm not saying that your life is in your stomach. I'm saying that life energy is in your stomach, near your belly button. This is where you feel it. Like experience, connection with the root. Lot of Westerners, lot of people in US and Europe and all over the world, they don't feel connected with ground. They are living in their head. They're living in their head. They are trying to create things, manifest things, but there is no energy. There is no engine. There is a Ferrari that is so beautiful, well designed. Everything is there. The steering wheel is pristine. Like the inside leather is so good, black with glitters and so many, like it's like flashing. But there's no effing engine there. It's just a fancy metal. There's no engine. Engine comes from this. Your ability to take action, ability to initiate action comes from life energy. Your ability to take action comes from life energy. So you have the biggest dreams. You want to do this. You want to grow $1 billion company, $10 million company, $1 billion company, whatever you want to grow. You want to accelerate your life and your business and skyrocket your business to the next level. Not happening. If it's not happening, it's because you don't have life energy or one of the 5 things that I'm talking about. So life energy is essential. Appreciate life rather than complaining about life. Like, have you ever seen a tiny infant complain about life? This is an infant. An infant is like, I'm just born. I'm so mad already. Why you don't give me milk on time? Why you treat me like a second-class citizen? Looks like my brother is doing that thing. Why I don't have a Ferrari already? Why I don't have a $10 million and 7% body fat? He never complains. They are living in something called wonder. They are wonder. They are living in wonder. If you live in wonder, if you're wondering, not wandering, most people are wandering, but if you live in wonder as an adult, your life is so beautiful. So if you're connected to grace, you have willpower, you're connected to grace. You're connected to grace, right? And then you're connected to life energy. And you look at everything in life and life is not going exactly the way you want. It never goes exactly the way you want. But still you look at the beauty of it and you appreciate, you're grateful. And you're not just grateful, you're in wonder. You're in awe. Oh my gosh. When you see a flower, you feel that wonder. And you saw the first time a flower, you're like, okay, look at this dark and light and the color, the red, the light spreading and the shade going. The second, what kind of flower is this? You see the sunrise. You see the sunrise for the first time, right? Sunrise for the first time, you're like, oh my gosh, this is magnificent. Do you wake up every day, look at the sun and like, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. You never do that. Most people don't do that, right? I'm being serious right now. I'm kidding. Okay. Those who are in US, you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So, so that wonder is lost. Like you might have seen like people standing for eclipse. There is an eclipse and all of a sudden sun is hidden. The sun is hidden. A darkness is prevailing everywhere. And then all of a sudden sun comes back. Then everybody's like clapping. Oh my gosh. Look at the sun again. Fucking sun was there before. Right? It was right there before. It was like shining for the last 300 million years, probably. But I don't know exactly 300, but a long time. But we never paid attention to that. We never appreciated that. We feel appreciation after the eclipse. It's time to learn how to be in wonder when there is no eclipse. So there is no need for eclipse. That is the third point. So if you are living in wonder most of the time, then what happens? Then you are moving to the next level. We'll draw this together. Okay. So this is number 3. And we are moving on to number 4. What is number 4? Number 4 is you as a human, you're set. You're connected to life. You're connected to willpower. You're connected to grace. Now we need to have skills. If you want to grow your business to the next level, you're staying in wonder, business is not going to come to you. This is what a lot of people are thinking. Like, for example, oh, I just visualized, I believed, I manifested, I visualized. Where is my Mercedes? Where is my Ferrari? It's not showing up. Why? Because you don't have skill sets. So now you need to have the next thing called skills. Skills. So in order for you to grow your business to the next level, the number 1 skill that you need is closing. You need to know how to close a sale. And you're like, oh, no. I don't do those kind of things. I'm the spiritual one. I'm the chosen one. I have the thing. I am the intellectual one. I'm the genius one. I don't do those kind of like low level activities. I will hire other people for that. I was like that. Like I said, I made so many mistakes, like not knowing how to sell. Some salespeople will take advantage of you. You don't know how to manage them. You don't know how to measure them. You don't know who's good, who's bad. And moreover, In life, everything is sales. What do I mean by everything is sales? Like, for example, you getting married, you're proposing to somebody, the woman says yes. Or you propose to a man and man says yes. Then mostly always say yes, probably. But whatever it is, that is a sale. You're asking your child to listen to you. It's a sale. You're asking your team to be productive. It's a sale. You're getting somebody to stay with you as a team member. That is sales. You being personally being productive, you're selling yourself to do that. You're staying healthy, it's a sale. You're staying spiritual, it's a sale. Why? Because you're selling you to stay in that position. So every conversation, every thought is a sale. Think about it. Every thought is a sale. Because with every thought, every conversation, you're trying to convince somebody to agree with me. Oh, please agree with me. You're selling. So if you don't know how to close or close a sale, then there is no business. If you know how to close a sale, you have $100,000 business. You can make $10,000 a month if you know how to close. But if you know one more step ahead, if you know how to close, and if you know how to generate leads, which is leads as a business owner, you need to have leads. What is a lead? Lead is somebody who's interested in working with you. So somebody who you could potentially convince and get them into a customer. Could be anything, anybody, any phone number. Generate those leads and then convert them into prospects, people who are interested in working with you, interested in using your service. Then you have one more skill. So you know how to generate leads and you know how to convert. What is the first thing? First thing is always closing, learning how to close. Once you know how to close, and then once you know how to generate leads, then you have the potential to build a $1 million business. And it is exactly in this order. And I made a lot of mistakes. I tried to learn marketing first. Then I realized I don't know how to sell. So don't make that mistake. Learn to sell first. You don't need to have an MBA. You don't need to have education. You don't need to know, probably you might need to know English if you're living in the US or if you're listening to me. You know English. So which means that you don't need to know anything else but to sell in order to have a business, right? That's it. And then you'll be asking, what am I selling? I'll tell you that in a second. And what is the best thing to sell? I'll tell you that in a second too. But understand this. If you know how to sell, you can make $100,000, $200,000. Real estate people, what do they know? They know how to sell. Probably some of them who make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, they know how to negotiate too. Another skill, negotiation. So sales and negotiation. And some of them know how to build rapport with people, like how to build trust with people. So some people make money. A lot of people in real estate agents, US, all over the world. Some of them make no money. Some of them make 50. Some of them make 100. Some of them 400. Some of them make 10, $15 million. Why? The difference is their skill set, nothing else. Of course, you should have grace, willpower, life energy, and skills. If you want to build a business, you just need, you shouldn't limit yourself with closing or lead generation or negotiation. You should learn how to manage a team. You should learn how to be productive. You should learn how to inspire other people to be productive. You should learn how to scale a business. You should learn how to manage your cash flow. You should learn how to read a cash flow statement. You should learn how to understand a balance sheet. You should know how to understand a profit loss. You should know how to invest. Lot of skills. So I don't want to go too much into it, but that is the fourth thing. So if you have, let's say, if you have the willpower and then grace, if you have life energy, and if you have life energy, and then the fourth thing is, if you have skills, then you're almost ready. So let's continue with our picture, and then we go to the final point. By the way, you have reached 80% of this video. So you're doing good. So you will see that in this picture, we drew this. Okay. Okay. And then we drew this too. Okay. 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 And then we have one final piece. We're going to put that final piece, which is number 5. So the number five here is, once you place number 5, and I'll explain number 5 in a second. So this is number 5, right? This is number 1. This is number 2. And once you place all of this, you are going to be a wealthy individual. Once you have all of these pieces, this is you smiling, and this is your eyes and your nose too. Can you see yourself? Can you see yourself as this wealthy person? Final thing is vehicle. What is vehicle? So you could use all these skill sets that you have learned, and wait for like 2 hours for me to finish this picture. And I'm kidding. So you use these skill sets, everything that you learned here, and everything that you learned over the years, everything that you're going to study about business, closing, lead generation, conversion, everything, that you use that to start a cycle repair shop. Cycle repair shop. What a beautiful shop. Do you think you are going to make $100 million on it? No. Do you think you are going to make $10 million on it? No. Do you think you're going to make $1 million in that? Probably in the next 100 years. So the point is, or 20 years. So depending upon which country you are from too, right? So you need to use the right vehicle. You need to use the right vehicle. So if you are using a bicycle, whatever you learned from here, the final point is using the right vehicle. So you can use a bicycle to do that. Then it's going to be slow. Bicycle repair shop, or you could travel in a bicycle, or you could have a car repair shop. If you have a car repair shop, then yeah, probably you might be able to make $1 million repairing that. If you have a BMW or a Rolls-Royce repair shop, then you have more potential. If you travel in a BMW or a Rolls-Royce, you get there faster. If you are a jet plane repair guy, so you repair jet planes, specialized jet planes from Boeing, all the planes that Boeing has issues with, they come and repair with you. Then what happens is the door is taken out. The door is gone. Okay? It's flying away. You repair it for them. If you repair it for them, what happens is then you have the potential to accelerate and skyrocket your business. Why? You could probably make tens of millions of dollars. What if you, instead of traveling on a bicycle, instead of traveling on a tiny car, instead of traveling on a like Mercedes, or instead of traveling on a jet plane, you are using a rocket, you have a rocket repair shop, or you're traveling in a rocket. Now you are accelerating and skyrocketing at the same time. You're accelerating fast, and then you're skyrocketing. If you want to accelerate and skyrocket in your business, you need to use the best vehicle possible. So imagine, like my metaphor is closing is like you know how to use a spade. You know what a spade is? Like for plowing, right? I was born in India, so my father used to be an agriculturalist, so we plow. So I learned the skill of plowing, and then I could use it for plowing sand. I can use it for plowing silver. Imagine I could plow silver in a silver mine. I could plow gold with a spade, or I could plow diamonds. What are you plowing? So you have the skill set, you have the willpower, you have the grace, you have the life energy. The life part is done. And you have the skill sets. What are you using the skill set for? So you need to ask the question every 5 years, every 10 years for sure. Am I using my skill set, my life energy, my willpower, and my grace for the right vehicle? My skill set for the right vehicle. If I'm not using it, then I'm limiting my journey. So if you truly want to accelerate and skyrocket, then you need to pick an accelerating vehicle that actually skyrocket at the same time. That's what we do for our clients too. So in order for you to move to the next level, people who are really, really successful, the clients that I have the fortune of working with, people who do more than $100 million, people who do $10 million, $5 million, $20 million, $80 million, in all these categories, they had all these 5 pieces. That is what helped them to make serious money. So if you have these 5 fundamental blocks built, then you are going to be smiling. and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have any of this, then start working on number 1, then number 2, then number 3, then number 4, and then number 5. And ask you, and if you're like, oh, I don't have a business, it just started out. It's perfectly fine. Learn closing. Number 4, learn only closing. Because closing will help you start making some money. Connect you with your willpower and ask grace from universe. So instead of resisting grace, instead of feeling that, oh, God is disposing, welcome Creator's intervention into your world, right? Allow yourself to be accelerated, your business accelerated and skyrocket slowly, steadily, systematically, and allow grace to come in, allow willpower to come in, experience life, appreciate life, because it's this precious gift that you have. I have, right? We have this precious gift to live in this planet for 70 to 100 years. What a beautiful gift that we have. A lot of details, they don't matter. This person is elected, that person is elected, this election, that election, this politics, that conflict. Doesn't matter. Those are all secondary. You are in a precious journey here. While you are here, you might as well experience it. You go to that life energy. From that life energy, you build the skill sets. This is a skill set. You build that skill set. And through that skill set, what you do is you find the right vehicle. And once you find the right vehicle, you are going to skyrocket and move to the next level. So do that, practice that. Let me know. So you finish 100% of this video. That is pretty awesome. Let me know, what did you learn from this conversation particularly? Please share it. And if you really enjoy this video, what you do is share with a couple of friends who are going through one of these challenges. And if you really care about them, just tell them, hey, I listened to this video and it really gave me a lot of clarity about life as a whole, business as a whole. How these people who are really successful move their life to the next level. And if you feel that, please feel free to share. If not, that's fine too. But share it anyway. What are you going to lose, right? And I'll see you on the next one. Talk to you soon.